Busara asked Irene, one of the twins, how they knew she is pregnant, and Busara asked Irene, one of the twins, how they knew she is pregnant, and what about the pills on her hands? How they knew that the pills is used for removing pregnancy. Irene the sharp mouth shouted, "Oh, Auntie Busara, is the Lord's work. It's the Lord's doing, oh. Just don't do what you will regret later in your life. This life you are living here is not permanent, oh. Auntie Busara, please, you will have the chance to escape from here. Make a good living for yourself. Get married and have plenty children. But if you make this one mistake, ah, Auntie Busara, I don't know. You will definitely regret it for the rest of your life. So Auntie Busara, make your choice and be wise." The twins left the kitchen, leaving Busara in shock. Is the Lord's doing? Ah, Massa, what is the meaning of this one? What kind of strange children did you give birth to? Busara wondered and started to talk to herself. If these girls are saying the truth, if truly her womb will be gone if she takes this pill, then why take the risk? But I don't want this child. I don't even know the father. Busara, being very confused and scared, decided to trash the pills. She decided she would think it through very well on what to do next. She left the kitchen. Meanwhile, Massa's parents are seriously worried. They have tried their best to reach out to Chief Akida, but to no avail. Mr. Akida refused to give them audience. Every time they request to see him, his boys will always tell Massa's parents that their boss is busy. Is that they tell them that Mr. Akida is in a meeting or he traveled. He kept on whining them and refused to see them. Massa's parents, being poor and don't have money to pursue such a rich man, they don't know what else to do than to keep on praying to God to keep their daughter Massa alive. They had no idea that they are already grandparents. Since Mr. Akida refused to grant Massa her request to leave based on say she has already completed her own bargain by staying 5 years serving him, she swore that she would escape. Massa swore she can't live in there and be maltreated like a slave and a child without parents. Days later, Massa still planning how she would escape when she bumped into Eric mistakenly because she was lost in thought and she wasn't concentrating while she was walking through the walkway. Instantly, Eric slapped her. He's a very hot-tempered young man. Are you not seeing me? Or are you now blind? Should I get glasses for you? Eric shouted at Massa. She then decided to give Eric her own peace of mind. Instead of Massa, the usual cry baby, instead of her to start crying, begging for mercy, Massa returned Eric the hot slap he gave her. Eric was so shocked. The audacity. Massa said to him, "Oh, you were expecting me to cry, right? You were expecting me to kneel down and beg you Eh, Eric, I would never do that. Not in this life, not in my next life. It is better you and your father give me my freedom, or else there will be no peace in this house. It's fire for fire from today onwards. Eric, why are you so wicked like this? Why are you and your father so wicked like this? I served your father for 5 good years and I stayed extra 3 years already. You people should just let me go. Legally, your father would pay me heavily if I decide to go to court. In fact, he doesn't know that he signed a document and he can easily get arrested if I go to court and file a complaint. He prevented me from leaving this house. He seized my phone, so I can't communicate with my lawyer. You better tell your father to free me. I am not a slave. We had an agreement. Masa was so angry. She was so sad at the same time. She wanted to leave when Eric dragged her back and gave her another slap. He wanted to beat up Masa mercilessly as usual. But her twin girls came out of nowhere, pulled Eric and pushed him down to the floor. Eric couldn't believe his eyes. He was shocked. How were these small rats able to pull him down? The twins started to warn Eric never to touch their mother again. If not, they would not only pull him down to the floor, they will make him cripple. Eric was shocked and speechless. He started to threaten Masa, telling her that he would deal with her. So she has turned his children against him and his father. Wow, you have a very bad heart. Eric said all sort of things to Masa, but she didn't reply. The twin girls only dragged their mother out of there. Eric stood up and went straight to his father to complain about what just happened to him. Meanwhile, Busara was seriously fighting her demons. She wanted to remove that pregnancy so badly. After all, she got that pregnancy through rape. One night, after one of Mr. Akida's boys forced himself on him, she made up her mind to take the pills. Since the pregnancy is still early and she doesn't want to keep a bastard, she doesn't even know the father of the child. What will she tell this child when he or she will be born? She then left the house and hid outside. She brought out the pills and she was about to take it when Masa appeared from nowhere and asked her what she was about to take hiding. Unfortunately for Busara, Masa had already seen the pills. She started to question her curiously and wanted to know what she's up to. Busara, seeing that she can't hide the truth anymore, Masa had already seen the pills and there is no way she could lie. Masa immediately started to question her and asked her what happened and why she's taking the pills on her hands. Busara bursted into tears and told Masa everything she has been going through in that house. She told Masa she was being touched by Mr. Akida's men every night. They would threaten her, and if she refused, they would beat the living day out of her. She had no option than to cooperate. She found out she's pregnant a few days ago, and she's very scared. If she dare opens her mouth and tell those boys that she's pregnant, they will take her to that quack nurse and she will end up killing her, just like she did to other ones that went there and never came back. Apparently, Busara noticed that most of the girls that was missing one after the other, they always go out and never come back. And she always heard the gossip that they went to remove pregnancy and at the end of the day, they didn't survive it. So this made Busara so scared, telling anyone she's pregnant. Busara told Massa that she wanted to take the pills immediately she found out she was pregnant. But her girls came inside the kitchen that fateful day and warned her not to take the pills. If she ever do that, she would lose her womb. Ah, you would lose your womb? Massa shouted. My girls told you this? Unbelievable. How did they even know? Massa asked Busara. Busara replied that she too does not know. But the way they told her that, how serious they were sounding, she didn't take their words for granted. So she had to abort the mission. But after this night's tantrum and trauma, after everything I went through this night, Massa, I told myself that I can't keep it. I need to remove it. Massa encouraged Busara not to try it. It is not a good thing to kill a child that did nothing to you. See, you saw my own condition. Fine, it was one man. But still, I hated the father. But I didn't kill my children. They are source of blessings to me. Please, don't do what we regret. Listen to those girls and don't remove the pregnancy, please. Don't kill the innocent baby and don't tell anyone that you're pregnant because I've been looking for you all over the house. I have a plan for us to get out of here. A plan? Ah, Massa, it's risky. Have you not heard of people that try to escape and they were shot on sight? Massa then told her that the twins came up with the plan, not her, and she reasoned it, and it's doable. She's willing to take the risk, only if she would accompany her. Massa told Busara that the plan is a very risky plan, but if they succeed, they would escape, and if they escape, it's freedom for them. They first need to get out of here and go as fast as they can. Busara then asked her what their plan are and how they plan to achieve all of that. Massa told her they will use the girls, the twins, as an excuse to run away, but not exactly as an excuse. They won't be going anywhere with their belongings. Massa told Busara that they won't be leaving with any single thing or bag. They would leave empty-handed. Massa told her that if they go with their belongings, they will be caught easily and she can't afford to put their lives in danger. Busara then agreed and they planned on the day they would do the needful and run away. Meanwhile, Eric went straight to his father after he was pushed down by his own daughters. He told his father everything that had happened, and Mr. Kita, who doesn't play with his only son, swore he would deal with Massa and those girls. Eric said a lot of bad things just to pet Massa, the wicked mother, who tried all she could to make her girls hate their own father. Eric poisoned his father's mind against Massa. He made sure his father hated Massa so much that he could kill her and will never allow her to live. That fateful night, Mr. Akida didn't confront Massa. He had an urgent meeting, so he left. But he promised Eric that if he comes back the next day, he would address the matter. When Mr. Akida left, the twins informed their mother. Massa then sneaked inside Mr. Akida's storeroom. This same storeroom, she and others who work for Mr. Akida was warned not to ever enter that storeroom. But with the help of the twins, Massa entered this room and stole a huge amount of dollars from his bedroom. Massa was so smart. With the help of the twins, they planned everything beautifully well. Both her twin, Busara, and Farida was also involved. They also planned on how the light will went off so that Massa would enter and take as many money as she could. After the plan succeeded, Farida then made sure that the food the chef cooked that day, and that same food is what they will serve the entire staff, including the security man, including Eric. She poisoned the food with sleeping pills, and successfully everyone ate their food and they all slept off. By the time Massa took the money, everyone have slept. She and the girls sneak out one after the other until they all escaped. They started to run as fast as they can that night until their sight couldn't be seen. When they got to a safe location, Massa shared the money among themselves. Farida decided to leave Tanzania and travel to another country, while Massa and Busayo suggested that they would stay. They also shared contact in a way that all of them would be in contact in case of any issue or any problem. They would inform each other. The twins now suggested to Massa and Busara that it's time for them to connect to a lawyer and talk to one. Now that they have money, it's better they employ a high lawyer, a quality one that has connection more than Mr. Akida. They also need to send money to their parents because they are living in bad hardship. Even though the twins planned everything, they never forgot that Mr. Akida still had access to their parents. The twins warned Massa that Mr. Akida would likely arrest their grandfather, and they also warned Busara that Mr. Akida would likely arrest both her parents or one of them. She should get ready for any blackmail that would push her to come back. The next day, when Mr. Akida came back, they told him everything that happened, how they all ate and slept. And as they woke up this morning, Busara, Massa, and the twins with Farida are nowhere to be found. And their things are still intact the way it was kept. Mr. Akida, very angry, declared manhunt for all of them. His boys started to search and search, but they were nowhere to be found. Mr. Akida decided to take Massa's father as hostage together with Busara's mother. He warned them to better tell him the whereabouts of their daughters or else they will lose their lives. But none of them knew where their daughters were. They don't know anything. They told Mr. Akida, but he was very furious and angry. He got disappointed. No matter how he threatened them, they weren't moved because they knew nothing. Mr. Akida then decided to hold them hostage, thinking if Massa and Busara found out that he's holding their parents, they would come back begging. But when the news reached Massa and Busara, they put their second plan into action. She contacted a very popular lawyer and told him everything: the maltreatment, how she suffered, how she got pregnant by Mr. Akida's son, and how he sells drugs instead of salt, and how people die left and right almost every day under his nose, and he does nothing about it. The lawyer was shocked. He also respected the man called Mr. Akida, but he didn't know, is this evil? And that Mr. Akida had that kind of heart. The lawyer then told Massa that mere words are not enough. They need evidence. If they can get evidence, this story will go far and they will get the justice that they need. The lawyer told Massa that they can't just enter Mr. Akida's factory to go and search. No, they need evidence and they need to be very careful so that they can get a search warrant secretly. Once her story is confirmed, it will be easy for him to get a search warrant, and they would go to Mr. Akida's factory secretly and bust it. And that's the only way they will be free. But if such man gets free after being arrested, they won't be alive to tell another story. Massa then told the lawyer that she has proof, and plenty proof for that matter, that her two daughters actually captured all the plan they used to escape. And they once told her that one way to take down a great man is by using his weakness. So a night before they escaped, her daughters drugged Mr. Akida's son named Eric, and they videoed him when he was confessing all sorts of bad things that he did to their mother and other girls. And he also confessed inside the recording that his father is a very wealthy man, and he's also powerful because of his drug business. He has plenty connections. The lawyer was amazed. Wow, what? These two small girls pulled that kind of thing off? I am impressed though. One of the twin girls continued from where their mother stopped. Mr. Lawyer, that is not all. We videoed a lot. We have pictures of the entire factory, how they operate, the package, their drugs, and even Mr. Akida. He's in one of the videos that we did, and also the picture. He didn't know when we recorded him. We have to make sure the video will go viral on social media. The same day, we will go search his factory so that the informants inside the police that might be probably working for him won't know that you are coming. The lawyer was so happy, seeing they have enough evidence against Mr. Akida. Now decided that he will go to the police station with the evidence and lay some complaints. When the lawyer finally went to the police station with the evidence, he found out that the man has been committing atrocity and the police kept on covering for him. He has been covering it up with his plenty money. But unfortunately for Mr. Akida, They transferred the DPO that always covered for him, the DPO that always collected bribe from him and closed his mouth and not say anything regarding all the bad things the man has been doing. Unfortunately for Mr. Akida, a new DPO was transferred to the station and the man took up the matter very seriously. When the lawyer presented the evidence, the DPO was shocked. He then granted the lawyer's request. The new DPO gave the lawyer everything he needed, and on the day they busted the factory, his videos went viral. All his business associates withdrew from him. Unfortunately for Mr. Akida, he was caught red-handed packing money and drugs. He was arrested. His son Eric too was also arrested. After the arrest was made, Masa's father was released. Also, Busara's mother was also released. After Mr. Akida and his son Eric were arrested, Mr. Akida tried all he could to get bail, but the evidence against him is much, and the countless murder he committed came hanging on his throat. His son too was not left out. Evidence against him was also much, for raping a lot of girls and killing them. Mr. Akida tried all he could to contact all the business associates. None of them were picking calls anymore. In fact, they practically denied not knowing him. One morning, after a long stressful day, Busara, Masa decided it is time for them to relocate their families since they have so much money now, and Mr. Akida and his son never knew that they were the ones behind his downfall. His son, finally, was sentenced to life imprisonment. Mr. Akida was sentenced to death by hanging. After they were sentenced, Masa and Busara, they were so happy. They celebrated. They threw a party and drank all night. They were the happiest sisters ever. The next day, after they celebrated their victory, that was the day Busara and Masa wanted to welcome their parents in their different homes. Masa, who informed Busara that they would be leaving early in the morning, they did just that. Masa and her twin girls woke up on time and they left to their house before Masa's parents could arrive. Busara too, when she woke up on that fateful day, she noticed blood all over the bed. It turns out she lost the pregnancy. She was so happy. Finally, her prayers have been answered. She didn't take the pills. She have even removed her mind from the pregnancy. And boom, it went off on its own. Busara was so happy. It was as if she should throw a party for what just happened. She wasn't ready mentally to have a child, and everything worked out the way she had wanted it. Finally, Busara united with her parents. They were so happy. Their life were changed instantly with the money Masa stole. Likewise, Masa, she reunited with her own family. They were so happy to meet their grandchildren. But at first, when Masa's parents found out that Masa had a child and Mr. Akida never told them, they were so sad at first. They were disappointed. Not in their daughter, but they were disappointed that Mr. Akida's son would go so slow in doing all he did to all the girls that worked for him and his father. Masa's parents were so sad for what their daughter went through, so that their mother won't get punished for what she did not know. They appreciated their daughter and welcomed their granddaughters. Finally, the twins saved the day. They saved their mother, they saved their auntie, and they saved Farida. They also saved a bunch of girls who were also being trafficked inside the factory. Hello, besties. Do you think Akida's son, Eric, should have also died by hanging? The life imprisonment he was given, does he really deserve it? Comment in the comment section. I would love to hear from you if he truly deserved the life imprisonment or he would have died by hanging with his father. Thank you guys. I'll be in the comment section to see your comments. Please share this video. Share it to your friends, your loved ones, your colleague,